welcome to the BMB Game of the Week. I'm your host, Sean McClellan, alongside my co-host.
I'm Nano, and it's going to be a good game, Sean. We got a pivotal Conference A1 match between the Mepham Pirates and the Calhoun Colts.
Yes, a district rivalry game, a classic here for BMB Game of the Weeks, where the girls basketball teams for both respective schools are coming into this game with winning records and very tight records. Mepham comes in this game with a 9-6 overall record, and in Conference A1, 5-3. Let's talk about Mepham's roster for a second, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can't talk about this Mepham girls basketball team without talking about number 11, Michaela Dobby. She's just a sophomore, and she's already proven to be one of, if not the best player in the entirety of Section 8.
Absolutely. Michaela Dobby, her presence on the court is just... It's like intimidating when you're going on the court and you see Michaela Dobby. You're like, oh my God, here we go.
She's, first of all, extremely tall, and she's also very fast, especially for her size. You don't see a lot of 6-foot tall girls running as fast and having as explosive movements as Michaela Dobby.
Exactly. Great post player for offensively and defensively, a very versatile scorer, great leader and great vocal presence to her team and everybody around her. And just overall a fantastic player, but she also has a fantastic supporting cast to help her out. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. No team can prosper without a great point guard, and Ashley Felsberg is exactly that. She's got excellent handles, and she also has great court vision. I saw her before the game working on while her team was doing other ball handling, just working on their shot. Felsberg was doing handling drills with 2 different balls, doing all kind of stuff that I could only dream of doing.
Well, she's a very fast-paced dribbler, likes to get the offense moving very fast, and that's how Mepham is very efficient on the offensive end. Let's talk about the shooting on this team, though. We have Brianna Fryer and Sophia Beck, 2 great three-point weapons.
Absolutely. So Fryer is you're going to see more on the corner, and Beck you're going to see more shooting from the wings and the top of the key, and the two of them complement Michaela Dobby and Ashley Felsberg really well. You'll see Dobby drive inside, and as soon as Beck gets open, it's an easy look for her or for Fryer. And then if not, you reset with Felsberg, you run another play, Fryer can set a screen for Dobby inside. It's just how this offense works. It all goes through Michaela Dobby and what she really wants to do with the basketball. And she has such a great supporting cast. You have shooters for her. You have great options in the post. You have also we never even talked about the prowess that this team has on the inside with Markella Mutafas. She's been getting better and better game after game, and she's really stepped into her role as the center of this team. She's been on varsity, I believe, since 10th grade, and she's been excellent in this role as just a glass cleaning shot creator as a center.
Yeah, I was going to bring her up after you were bringing up shooters and everything else part of this team. Yeah, Markella Mutafas is the force inside to be reckoned with. She gets offensive rebounds consistently and defensive rebounds, but sometimes in past games, this team has had issues with rebounding if a team is able to box up Markella and Michaela very well. And then that's one problem with this Mepham Pirates team, how the guards are a little undersized for the forward position. And other teams like Calhoun, who has a bunch of height and down low, can be dangerous. Now, let's look at the Calhoun Colts.
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually, speaking of height on this Calhoun team, they have an 8th grader who's as tall as I am. Angelica Casamatis, while she's not exactly the best player on the court, she is 5'9" as an 8th grader. Now, first of all, that's extremely tall, not just for just for anyone in general, and that's just something that to take note. She's going to get she very well could be getting her first start of the day, but you also got to think of what Calhoun's going to do just off the glass. They're going to be a team that's going to be working on the outside, going through guys like Lakari and going through other girls. And at this point, we have some other friends who would like to put their input into this game. So we're going to send it down to the guys in the booth now.
Hello and welcome back to the BMB Game of the Week. I'm Lily Efez and I'm here with Tyler Steinberg. Yeah. So Tyler, today we have Calhoun versus Mepham.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Obviously, we have 2 of the best teams in their respective conferences, and obviously, again, this is the BMB Game of the Week. This is what both these teams obviously play for. They they obviously circle this game on the schedule, also because this is across.
Both of these teams are getting ready. Thanks, guys. It's about to be a very it's going to be an electric matchup between these rivalry teams. Mepham Pirates and the Calhoun Colts are both coming off hot streaks. Mepham had their 3-game win streak that they're coming off of with electric defense and have been very aggressive, as their star, Michaela Dobby, has been leading the team on offense and defense. She's been leading the team as offensive points per game and rebounds per game. She's one of those stars that don't come every season, and she's one of the stars that Calhoun has to look out for. But their star, Margaret Casamano, is ready for the challenge. She's a 5-way player who has really just been studying Michaela and is ready. She's the player that can guard that shifty guard that no one else can, but can also guard the big in the paint. She's the player that is excited for the challenge, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to come down to the wire, and I think it's definitely going to be a defensive-oriented game. But that's it for me until halftime. Let's go up to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Jake. And, I mean, he pretty much said it perfectly. This is going to be a great battle. I mean, between two very experienced coaches, in Coach Catapano and Coach Mulvey. And these are two of the top teams in Conference A1. These are the top dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. Both these teams sitting in second and third, respectively, chasing MacArthur. And this is going to be pivotal for playoff positioning and playoff seeding. As Mepham and Calhoun, it's going to be a very contested game. And it's going to really come down to, I feel like if you have to pick out one key to this game, the last time these two teams met, Calhoun was able to really contain Michaela Dobby just by guarding her very closely and very physically throughout the entire game. And I feel like that's something that Michaela is gonna now know going into this game. Okay, this team's gonna be up and it's gonna be really just up and personal. And how am I gonna respond? And I think how she responds to this adversity that this team's going to throw at her. And, you know, they're going to keep coming and guarding her all throughout the entire game. That's going to be a big pivotal point in this game.
It is going to be, and that's Mepham's weakness, having to create space not just for Michaela Dolly, but for the rest of the offense. You know,
I feel like physicality is just a weakness for them overall, just with rebounding and just with shot creating as well.
Yeah, that physicality aspect is pretty big. And looking at Calhoun-wise, rebounding, communication, and floor spacing. Some disadvantages that Mepham has dealt with in the past, but they've gotten over that mountaintop, I guess you could say, where Calhoun recently in games has so much height, but they use a lot of forwards and centers towards the three-point line of the perimeter. So it has been an issue for them in the past, rebounding, believe it or not.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just one of those things where rebounding is going to win or lose a team a game. If you see Mepham getting out-rebounded by 20 at the end of the first half, you could probably place a nice bet that they'd be down a couple of points. And the same thing goes for Calhoun. If Calhoun's getting out-rebounded and they're down a couple of points, you could probably guess that Michaela Dobby has dealt with the adversity of this up-close and personal guarding that Calhoun, we know Calhoun's going to play under. They're probably going to be pressing a lot this entire game.
Agreed, and especially on this level towards playoff season, pressing becomes a huge factor. I mean, teams like to press every single drive, even if the score is 0-0, 1-0, 2-0, whatever it may be, or even if they're down by 10, 15 points, teams press a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. You don't see just a regular press. You also could see in transition defense. You also could see that diamond M1, which you really like to see at the high school level. You don't really get to see it once the players get older. But during this at this level, at the high school level, especially with the girls, you see them running this diamond M1 where you have one girl up close guarding the ball, you have two girls on the sideline, one girl containing, and then just one girl roaming, following everywhere. And that's just one of those tactics that Mepham could use to their advantage. And Aaron Pass could, as Michaela at the rover, and Aaron Pass could very well go to her with those long arms, and she could get to any one of those passes.
It's called zone coverage. You just explained the zone.
It's really well. Well, it was really more of a
defense works.
Yes, that's exactly what. Yes, exactly. But it was really just something you don't really see as you get older and older. It's just something that that's really just high school coverage, really.
No, I totally get it, though. Zone defense at the high school varsity level is a huge thing because they need to limit their best players. And when you have to go man-to-man, there's so many issues that you can worry about. Can this player keep up with this player? When this player's exhausted, are they coming out fresh or whatnot? Or how many backup defenders can you bring in to guard them? And that's something that also
Calhoun, I feel, has the edge, is the bench. You have a 5'9" 8th grader who is her first year in varsity. It's her first year also. Her first year of varsity, that's fresh legs coming in every single game. I mean, yeah, a long season is going to really beat her down more than the rest of the girls. But I feel like at the same time she hasn't had to go through this yet. So this is something that she's really motivated towards. And I feel like having an eighth grader coming in off the bench as their sixth man or even starting, that can provide a spark that you need.
And I mean, both these teams are the definitions of hustle, multi-sport athletes, leaders for their own respective teams outside of basketball, and that's a huge part of this game.
Absolutely, and that's also a huge part of this district. I mean, the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School district is just very good when it comes to morals and athletics. I mean, that's what these coaches preach. They preach fundamentally sound teams fundamentally sound teams. You preach just playing with morals, playing the game the way it was intended back when it was founded all those years ago. And that's just what this district does well. You see with Mepham game in and game out, they're the definition of hustle. You see it with Calhoun, and eventually sneak peek for the fans. When we cover Kennedy's Jam the Gym, you'll see the hustle that the Cougars play with as well. So that's something that you're going to look forward to seeing the entire district playing with hustle, playing the game the right way. It's something that the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School district prides itself on.
100%. I love that you got to mention all the teams in the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School district. It's a big part of basketball here, and just a big part of sports in general here. So,
speaking of Kennedy, tomorrow we have the VEX Robotics tournament, the spin-up tournament at Kennedy High School. You'll see next week. It's going to be a long day for all of us here at BMB, but we're going to be joining forces with the other schools in the district. But at this point, we are getting set towards game time, Q. It's going to be a very good one. I'm excited to watch the game from the studio with you, but we have an extremely talented lineup of sportscasters down to bring this game to life. So let's send it down for the first quarter. Tyler Steinberg and Lily Epez.
Like Dobby. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I agree. I like how this Calhoun team kind of has that perfect mix of old-fashioned but yet modern at the same time. They like to use that old-fashioned press. Just make sure that you don't give the other team much time to make the decisions, but at the same time, they're very versatile. They can switch. They can do whatever they need to do in order to succeed, and that's what we've seen so far throughout the season for these Colts. These Pirates, on the other hand, they're not, again, like we said, the most athletic team, but they do have the talent. And that's something that is so big. So we'll see, how this Mepham team will approach this full court press that, is very likely what we'll see from the Colts.
For sure. So now we see Michaela Dobby and number 11, Marissa Lewis, taking the tip. So that's going to go to number 14, Ashley Coyne. To 13. And that's going to be good.
Yeah, nice start here for Calhoun so far. Mia Lakari.
Ashley Felsberg takes the ball down to the corner. And there we see Casamano taking it down as well. 13 puts it back up. That's going to be a Mepham rebound. Up to Dobby. That's going to go up to number 33.
Yeah, we've seen already these Colts playing with speed, and they had a few opportunities early on, getting that early three, but missing a few layups, and now all of a sudden the Pirates come back with a little bit of speed of their own.
And like we said earlier, they're gonna have that fast-paced game. We already see a foul in the first 30 seconds. So it's gonna be Sophia back up at the free throw line right now.
Yeah, and I'm also very interested to see what type of plays these Pirates have drawn up to get away from the press.
Yep, I agree. And that one is not good. Dobby's going to take that one up to Fryer. It's going to go to Beck. Back to Felsberg. And there we go, Fryer for the shot.
Even though the Pirates didn't score there, I love the ball movement, trying to find the open man.
Lakari taking it up. Out to Coyne. Marissa Lewis is going to try to take that one up, and that's going to be another foul. That is one foul for each team in the first minute of the game, Tyler.
Yeah, I like the play there by Marissa Lewis. Just a nice physical play. Use your pivot foot to your advantage, goes up, and you can't make contact with the arm.
Here we go. We see Marissa Lewis at the line right now. That first one's going to be good.
Yeah,
Calhoun up 4-0 right now.
We see a lot of sports. You have that small little thing that you have to do, whatever it is with the ball, to get in rhythm. That's going to be 2 for Marissa Lewis, putting Calhoun Colts up 5-0. the Colts having a great start so far.
Felsberg's going to take it up. Passing it around. There we go. Felsberg for the shot. And that is no good. Dalby hustling again for that rebound. Cross court. Mutafis for the shot. And that's going to be an air ball.
Yeah, it's going to be Mepham's ball. And again, you know, we see that these Pirates do a good job passing the ball around. They like to be patient with the ball, and sometimes it can help them, sometimes it can hurt them. That was a perfect example of them not, you know, kind of killing themselves.
Mutaf is going to go up for the shot. And that's going to be a rebound for nobody. And Calhoun's going to take it out now.
Again, I mean, you know, we've seen these Pirates. They're trying to figure out a way to get past the pure speed and, you know, athleticism that these Colts have, but they're struggling so far.
We see Coyne taking it up. Out to Lakari, back to Coyne. That's going to go to number 4, Casamano. And that's going to be a shot. No good. Nice rebound by Michaela Dalby, being strong with it. Fire out for the shot. That's no good.
So another missed opportunity for the Pirates. They're not having the ideal start to this game.
Casamano hustles up with it. And that's going to be a shot. Fire taking it up, pushing it. Michaela Dalby up at the point. That's going to be a shot, and that's going to be no good.
Yeah, not a great start so far for this Pirates team in general. Michaela had a decent look, had a nice little quick step, you know, and just not able to hit the shot.
Casamano's going to take, oh, not Casamano, sorry. Coyne's going to take this one out. That's going to go out to Casamano. Looking for someone on the inside. Lewis takes it up, being strong with the ball. Calhoun Colts passing well, passing it around. A little bit of a rough play down at the bottom of the key.
Yeah, you know, we're seeing that these Calhoun Colts are doing a good job. It's kind of like a switch in a sense.
Yep.
They flick it one time, they're on. They're playing with a lot of speed and, you know, showing off their athleticism, and then they can also show that they can play down in the trenches, get physical in the post and in the paint.
That's going to go out to Casamano, to Lakari. Back to Casamano for the shot. And that's going to be good on the shot clock.
Again, good ball movement by these Colts. We've seen the Pirates like to pass it around a lot, and the Calhoun Colts giving a little taste of their own medicine back the other way.
Felsberg takes it up. Kayla Dalby strong at the post right now. What is that, a quadruple team?
Yeah, there was at least 4 blue jerseys just sitting there around Michaela, but that's the presence that she brings. We know how talented the sophomore is. She's the future of this team, and some might even say one of the best players on this team.
We see a nice shot by Casamano here. Calhoun's able to connect with these shots, and they're up 8-0.
Beat the shot clock as well.
Exactly, it was a nice. That's me Fryer for a shot. Yet again, not being able to connect. We're going to see Coyne take it up. Out to Lakari again. Nice pass by Coyne. And that's going to be good for the Colts.
Yeah, a much needed timeout here for the Pirates. Calhoun has just answered every single question that we had coming in from them. We knew that, like you said earlier, that they were going to play with speed. They've done that perfectly. They've done also a good job, you know, getting these rebounds, playing physical in the paint, and these Pirates just have no answer for them so far.
Yep. The Colts came out strong. It's not like the Pirates aren't working hard. They are working hard, but Calhoun is able to connect. They're able to make those shots, and I think that the Pirates definitely have to, I don't want to say take more shots, but they definitely have to work as a team more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, a lot of the times we see not even just a player, but a team in general, you need confidence.
Yep.
And if you don't have confidence, you start not shooting the shots, you miss one shot, you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I should shoot again.
Yep.
That's the problem that we see with a lot of basketball players and really just sports in general, you know, a lot of these athletes. So I think it's going to take 1 or 2 points as soon as they hit that first shot, and, you know, maybe that'll help them get into their rhythm.
Get running, yeah. I think these girls just have to match the energy of Calhoun, and, you know, they're working hard, but they just got to push it to that next level, get that first point, and then they're going to get that momentum rolling. It's hard to get it rolling when, you know, you're down 10 in the first quarter.
Perfectly said.
Felsberg's going to take it up. That's going to be another shot by Fryer, and it's good.
Like we were saying, they used their ball movement to their advantage. They find the open shooter, and right on the wing there, a nice shot.
We're going to see Coyne taking it up. Out to Casamano. That's me, a cross back to Coin. Oh, trying to go down to the post to Lewis.
I'm liking the
Darby's going to
speed.
push it up.
Starting to show some speed now, the Pirates. Nice
And
shot
that's
by
going to be
Ashley.
good by Felsberg.
Yeah, doing a good job again. You're finally starting to pick up the pace a little bit. We're seeing these Pirates be a little bit more aggressive, and it's starting to pay off for them.
We're going to see Coin take it up out to Lakari. Up in the corner, trying to get to the middle. Here we go. We see Lakari again with the ball. Out to Coin. Coin with another shot, and that one can't connect.
Nice rebound by Michaela, boxing out.
Darby's going to make a nice pass to Fryer, and Fryer's going to put that one up for a layup.
Nice finish there. Kind of a little bit of an underhand, a grandma in a sense. It's definitely a hard shot to make, being that close to the rim.
You see Calhoun take it up. Lakari out. Coin's going to take it up to the middle. Ooh, and that's going to be a foul.
Yeah, a great pass there by Coin. Just a good job. She cuts right into the paint, gets past her defender, and just nice little bounce pass.
We see Calhoun's having a hard time getting down in the post. There's a lot of, we have Mutafis, we have Dalby down, and those are two big players that, you know, they're going to protect that down there. And I think it's going to be really crucial for the Pirates to not have those fouls and just stay strong down there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we were talking 2 minutes about this game being 11-0.
Yep.
All of a sudden now it's only 12-7. So, you know, the Pirates clearly made some adjustment, and I think one of those big things was stopping, you know, the control the tempo of the game, and also doing a better job defending in the paint.
And now we're going to see the sophomore Grace coming in. Felsberg's going to take it up. Out to Beck. Felsberg to Fryer, and Fryer down to the corner. Felsberg for the shot up at top, and that's going to be no good.
She had a good look, just not able to capitalize.
Casamano pushing it up for Calhoun. That's going to be no good by Lakari. So it's going to be Mepham's ball right now.
Just as simple, just a drop pass. You know, some of those times you just got to be able to hang on to that and give your team a chance to score. So not a great play there.
For sure. Beck's going to pass it into Felsberg. We see Calhoun is in, that's going to be good by Fryer.
Yeah, just a good shot. Nice open look in the corner, able to cash it.
Coin taking it up. Cross court to Lakari. Back to Coin. That's going to be out to Casamano. Casamano goes up, but that's going to be no good.
Yeah, definitely a physical play. She does a nice little quick, you know, pump fake, takes the drive on her right foot, and just not able to finish it.
We see Calhoun at the bottom passing it in. It's going to be a shot by Lakari, and that one's not going to be good.
Yeah, good look, nice little sidestep, just not able to finish it.
Beck taking it up and giving it to Felsberg. Actually back to Beck, Felsberg to Fryer.
Go again. You got it, Beck.
Shot by Felsberg, and that one's going to be good.
There you go. She had to look the first time at the top of the key. Not even close. Right there, cashes it completely. Nice shot there by Felsberg.
Coin being a strong point guard, taking up every play so far.
Yeah, I mean, she's one of the best players on this team, and she does a good job getting everyone involved.
For sure. There we go. Give me Lakari for another shot, and that one's going to be no good.
Physical play there. We saw many players go up for the rebound. Michaela had a chance at it, not able to grab it. We take a look at this nice three-pointer by Felsberg. Yeah, just perfect form, sets her feet.
Like we said before, Tyler, that Mepham's problem is that they weren't able to connect those shots, make those shots, but now it's 13-12. They're up. Mepham had a lot more shots in a shorter period of time than Calhoun did, and I think that, like we said, they just need to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I don't know if Coach Mulvey gave each player a shot of espresso in that timeout, but you can tell the speed, you know, just completely jumped to
Definitely
another level
changed.
for these Mepham Pirates.
Yeah.
So as we see here, you know, just, again, a change in tempo by these Pirates, and something that, you know, these Calhoun Colts have to do a better job of fixing.
We see number 21, Angelica Casamatis, at the line. And now that's going to be Mepham's ball. Caminetti taking it out for Felsberg.
You got it, Cat.
Here we see Mepham passing around the ball here, trying to get it everywhere. Trying to look for an open shot here. Felsberg's made 2 of those up at the top, and that's going to be a shot by Caminetti. Oh, and that's almost good, but it's no good.
Just an unlucky bounce there for Victoria. Had a shot, rolled around the rim a little bit, not able to fall.
We see Lucari pushing it up, out to Coin. Casamata is going to try and get that one in the paint, but no good.
It's going to be a jump ball. It was close, too. One of those just physical plays. You know, you have 2 players on each team just grabbing the ball, being like, I got it. No, I got it. So definitely a good job there.
Felsberg taking the ball up. 1 minute left in the first period, first quarter right here, sorry.
Don't force it.
Felsberg down to Fryer. Fryer in the corner for the shot. And Michaela Dobbs going to hustle for that rebound. Up to Felsberg at the top. And that one's going to be good.
Yeah, she missed that one shot. She was like, I'm not missing anymore. So back-to-back threes there for Felsberg. Great job.
Felsberg can turn it on. She's a leader on the court, and she's able to start Mepham's offense like that. Here, see Casamitas at the top. Out to Coin. Coin's going to try and take it in the middle. Sorry, Coin take it to the middle. Rip and rebound up to Dobby. She's going to pull it out to Caminetti right here. They're going to try and put it at the shot clock, sorry.
Yeah, they want to be patient, try to get the last shot to end the quarter.
Mepham just moving the ball around, trying to keep it going. That's me a shot by Caminetti. And that one's going to go out. Only 2 seconds left on the clock, so let's see what Calhoun does.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we see a lot of these times these very impressive shots by Calhoun, but Ashley Felsberg, one of the many very talented players, but one of the sparks of this Mepham team, she's done a great job.
Yeah, shot by Calhoun, no good. But like you said, Tyler, Felsberg being one of the top players right now.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Done a great job so far.
We just ended up talking about her.
It's been a great game so far for these Pirates. They do a good job of, you know, they had a bad start, then we saw them change throughout this entire game.
Without a doubt, Tyler. And here we are, just as, you know, we ended the first quarter, as I'm now joined with Ryan Marr. Ryan, how are you doing after that first quarter?
You know, I'm good. You know, it was all over the place. You know, let me just say, after those, they had a 10-point lead.
Yep.
And then it diminished. It diminished over time, and that's something that can't necessarily happen. You know, when you have a 10-point lead like that in a big game like this, where it's a district rivalry, you got to be able to take over and defend that 10-point lead. But you know, I'm expecting a really good game because both sides have been performing. For example, Brianna Fryer, she has 8 points already and 1 rebound. You know, like we said last game that we filmed for the Mepham basketball team. Coach has said that she is hands down the best shooter on this team. So we're obviously expecting that, and we knew that coming in. But
full timeout as Calhoun only scored 1. That's how you get a comeback in there. Fryer to Felsberg. Caminetti back to Felsberg and back to Fryer. Here's Felsberg looking for an option. Sees Caminetti. Caminetti goes for the 3. Unlucky there. And now here we go. Here's Mia LaCarley. LaCarley is looking for someone and does find someone. Now Lewis is on the floor. And Grace Skulovic just drops it out of play. But it hits a, I thought it hit a Calhoun player last. It almost looked like Grace Skulovic was trying to go for a forced play to get.
Yeah, coach was motioning for a jump ball there, but was not granted it. Could be a little bit of debate. You know, it was both in 2 players' hands at the same time, but play goes on.
Without a doubt. Here we go. Almost a 3, and here we go. Felsberg now going on the right side of the court. Looks across, finds Fryer. Is that going to be a 3? It will be. That's 3 for 3.
That makes her
3 for 4. My bad.
11 points. That's big. That is big.
She is just playing outstanding. She also has 2 in the paint.
That's more than half of the total points scored from Mepham.
Here we go again. Back with Calhoun. They're looking. Casamano. Now looking forward. Here's Dalby. Finds Felsberg. Felsberg trying to get a layup. Ooh, that was a hard hit there. That will be a foul, I think, on 14 for Calhoun, which is obviously Ashley Coyne. Well, you look at that play again. Dalby looks on the right side of the court, finds Dalby,
up, yeah.
but I mean, that's just a trip up, right?
Yeah, that was without a doubt a foul. You know, but Felsberg went up strong, and yeah, and that's what granted her this foul. And that's exactly what coach asks. You know, even though this isn't wrestling, this isn't football, this is a contact sport. And yeah, anything to drive that foul. If you get that foul, that is exactly what a coach wants.
Here's LaCarley looking again. Here's Casamano for Calhoun. And that's a contested ball. And it will be Mepham's. A timeout used. Well, looking still good for Mepham.
Yeah.
Yeah, from that
like
replay where,
Brianna Fryer.
Yeah,
Brianna
exactly.
Fryer. She is the highlight of this game right now, 11 points. That is more than half of the total points for Mepham, and almost more than Calhoun's points.
Yeah.
That's big.
Well, from the restart, we see still just 3 more points added to Mepham's scoreline here. It's 19-12 the game. 6 minutes and 15 seconds into the 6 minutes and 15 seconds here in the second quarter.
But like we said, you know, this game's not over, and this is going to be a good game. Like, for example, one player on Calhoun is their captain, Mia Lakari. You know, she's been there all game, and she's been in the spots, and she's hitting them. So she's there.
Here's Coyne, finds LaCarley. Back to Coyne. And Mia LaCarley has tried for that 3 a few times this game. And how unfortunate is that? Casamano stepped out of play, so it's an out of bounds. It will be Mepham's ball. Well, Beck will get a restart here. Here we go. Looking for Dalby as of what it looked like, and it is. Back to Beck. Here we go. Beck finds Dalby. Just trying to get out of her own side of the court here. Felsberg. Here we go. Dalby looking for a layup. She can't get it. Oh, player to player there for Calhoun. LaCarley looking forward. Here we go. Oh, in between the legs. That was beautiful from Casamano. Dalby maybe looks for Fryer. Doesn't. Oh, how unfortunate is that,
you know,
for Grace Glenn?
Yeah, but this is such a great game so far. You know, Mepham is there. I interviewed Mr. Mulvey about 2 weeks ago before their game against Great Neck that was actually on the BMB YouTube channel. It was live streamed. And he said this team never gives up, and they are all hard workers, and that is exactly how they made it back to the point that they are at right now.
Finds it unfortunate there. Again, not a foul for Casamatis. She has 20 field goals made this season, by the way. It's just one stat line to look at. Beck looks for Grace Glenn, and here we are to Fryer again. The best shooter on the team, she shows it. Another 2 in the paint. That's her second of tonight. And all points from the 2 players. Felsberg has 8, but we can change that Fryer 11 to 13 now. Huge contested ball, but we're still going. Mia LaCarley. She looks back, and she finds number 14, Ashley Coyne. Back to LaCarley, looking for 3. She can't get it, and here we are now back to LaCarley, 3. Well, that's what they've been looking for. Or are they going to count that as 2? No, they're going to count it as 3. Glenn, oh, what a steal. Coming up from Coyne. Coyne keeps running up. Looking for a layup, and that is what you call a great personal play coming from Ashley Coyne.
Like we said before, drawing a foul is a part of this game, and that's where points come from. Right here, here she is, LaCarley. Like we said before, she is a big factor of this team, and that 3 really put them in a position where they could come back right now.
Well, here we go, as Ashley Coyne is set to take the free throw. She'll try for a second to get Calhoun's 16th point here. Can get it. Dobby has it. And it is Pirates ball.
Yeah.
And there's actually a foul there.
What
And
a big player of this team, Michaela Dobby.
yeah.
Last week's player of the game. Last time
What
we
a
streamed
steal. And that is Mia LaCarley, who's showing up to be the star for Calhoun today.
We just got some news in here right now that Mepham Coach H, their assistant coach, is actually the assistant coach of the year. And let me just say, this coaching staff of Coach Mulvey and Coach H is incredible. I interviewed them both, and the amount of compliments about their team was incredible.
Yeah. And here we go here. And it's a mishap in Mepham's court, as you can see, Mar.
Yeah.
That
they just
Mia
were not ready for
LaCarley
that
is one of those players to and here we go. Here we're just in a timeout here, I think set by Calhoun or maybe Mepham. But no, it's looking good. But Mepham's only had just a few mistakes here in the last minute or so, as what we've seen from the last timeout.
Like we were saying before, though, Michaela Dobby. Last time we filmed, we live streamed Mepham girls basketball. She was the BMB player of the game, and I don't know when, but she's going to be a big factor of this game. She might have no points right now, but I'm telling you, by the end of this game, she's going to be in double digits.
Here we go. Lakari back with it. Back to Coin. Coin looks to Lakari. That's maybe another three. It is. She's just shooting baskets, and I mean it's a Lakari kind of night.
I called it, man.
Caminiti, Mustafas back to Caminiti. And Dobby just runs up the right side of the court. Caminiti finds Felsberg. And that's Dobby.
Beautiful.
That's a layup.
Reception right there.
Great play from Dobby.
A great pass, a little bit off, but you see how Dobby never gives up, and she reached her arm out there to receive that ball just to finish that play. And that is what I call dedicated basketball.
Coin, and there you go. Foul on Casamatis for Calhoun. She will get her free throws. Oh, no, she won't. Here we go, and it will start from Coin. She looks for Casamano. Casamano cannot find it. Caminiti to Dobby. Dobby looking for Felsberg. She finds her. Mustafas. Unfortunately, she can't find the layup, but she's an aggressive kind of player. She almost got that rebound back, but unfortunately catches a foul while in the build-up there. Well, we'll restart from Brianna Deputy, number 2 for Calhoun. And here's Coin. Slowly building up the court. She finds Lakari. Lakari. Here we go again with Coin. Coin maybe looking for Deputy. Deputy is open. She won't. She will find Casamatis. That is a perfect layup for Calhoun, and it's only a 3-point game. Fryer. Glenn. I meant Grace Skulovic, my bad there. And a timeout taken from Calhoun.
This game keeps on narrowing. From Calhoun to Mepham to Calhoun, it's just thinning and thinning.
It's a full timeout taken by Calhoun. There's a little bit of a...
Yeah. Like we said, this game is going to be a close game, and it is right now, and it's going to be that way all game. Like we said, a driving factor of this is both coaching staffs. Both coaching staffs are amazing. Like we said, Coach H is the assistant coach of the year, period. And, yeah, so.
Yep. And
There's
there
so
was
many
a
driving
full
factors.
timeout taken, by the way, from Calhoun. I think there was a little bit of a mess up at first because it wasn't a full timeout, but now it is. So 25-22 as we get into this one. And we're just set to restart here. Just to take a look here, the top performer being Mia Licari. She has 3 points, 3 rebounds.
11
and
points,
she is having a really, really good day for Calhoun.
Points. Damn.
That means that she has half of the points for Calhoun's points overall. That is,
yeah, that's huge.
That's
that
something
is
to
huge.
show you. We have a game here. Felsberg, spin move. Oh my, oh, can't find Skulovic. Licari, Deputy for a layup, can't get it. Caminiti, and there you go. It will be a free throw. Maybe
Both
a
teams
controversial
stepping.
call there because a lot of people could look at it differently. Maybe Deputy almost went in for a offensive foul, but it will be called for Caminiti.
Yeah, you know, both teams are stepping up this aggressiveness right now, and that's a huge factor in this game. And it's got to continue for both teams if they want to come out on top, as this is now a tied game.
Deputy looking to take the lead. She's got it. 26-25. Calhoun has now taken their only second lead of the game. Felsberg. Caminiti. Caminiti looking for 3. She can't get it. Here's Deputy. Looking on the right side for Licari. Licari finding Deputy. Deputy for 3. She can't get it. And it's a rebound from Dalby. She's got it. Oh, no. It's out of play. That will be Calhoun Colts' ball. A reset.
Every single
Beautiful
inbound
point.
at this point is huge. And they got to be played right, especially when it's right under the opposing team's basket.
Here's Deputy. Looking for Licari. Back to Coyne. Coyne looking forward. Deputy going for a 3. She can't get it. Here we go for Mepham. Dobby. Felsberg. Looking for Katie Burke. Burke for 3. She can't get it exactly. Back to Burke. Felsberg, oh, they almost run into each other, but it's okay. It's still Mepham ball, and it will go out here off of Mia Licari for a Mepham ball.
Points narrow. Total score is very, very close. Every single second of this 20
Felsberg.
seconds is huge.
Fryer. Felsberg. This is Burke. That might only be 2.
It is 2.
Yep. Here's Coyne. Only a second remaining. Can she get it? She can't. She would have got it too. She would have got it too. But she runs out of time as we end the half. Mepham is winning by a point, and what a game we have.
What a game.
I mean,
You know,
that shows it.
If that was a 0.1 of a second, a millisecond earlier, that would have been
Yeah.
a
It's just
buzzer beater.
unfortunate.
It would have
It's
been a
very
buzzer beater.
unfortunate for Mia Licari and Calhoun, but Mia Licari, I mean, she would have loved another 3 to get. And again, if she
Man, that
had
would've
maybe
made
just
her
a
total.
second,
Yeah.
she had to reconfigure her, her position there.
that sends a
and then
statement.
she just got it.
It doesn't just send
Just
a
a little off
statement.
balance and then gets it.
You know,
Unfortunate. Yeah.
both teams want to be up at this
Yeah.
halftime. But let me just say, you know, we will talk about this when we come back, but we're gonna send it up to the we're gonna send it over to Jake Manna with an interview.
I have to say, it's been a back and forth battle between you two in this rivalry game. Now, what do you think you have to do to kind of clean up your act and really just keep this lead where you want it?
Yeah, well, we gave them, I think, 11-0 run to start, and then we came on 15-1 or something like that. We got to close out on shooters better. We got to break their pressure a little bit better and be poised. You know, they sped us up. We just could slow it down a little bit better, be poised.
Now, what's something that you think you did particularly well that you want to transfer over?
Well, we shot the ball really well, came back, got us back in the game. Brianna Fryer really shot well. We shared the ball, unselfish, and we didn't force the ball. So we got to do more of that in the second half.
All right, and lastly, what are you going to tell the girls in the huddle to really hype them up for the second half?
Keep playing. This is a fun atmosphere to be in here, to go down what we were down and be 20 up a point at halftime. It's a great pace, great crowd, and just have fun and play this game.
All right, thank you, Coach. We'll see you in the second half, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Now that's it for me. Now I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Jake, and welcome to our halftime show of our BMB Game of the Week. And as you can see, we have a very tight contest right now between the Mepham Pirates and the Calhoun Colts.
It's been it's just been a fun game all around. I mean, it's been a 3-point barrage from these Mepham Pirates and from Calhoun as well. I mean, Calhoun got off to an early run. You saw Michaela getting really battered inside. She was getting a little frustrated. And like I was trying to say in the pregame show, her teammates picked her up. The shooting from Michaela's supporting cast, namely Ashley Felsberg and Brianna Fryer, have been stepping up big time today. It's a large reason why Mepham's in front at half.
Yeah, and let's also look at Calhoun's 3-point performance, though. Towards the end of the first half in the second quarter, Captain Mia Lakari really took over. I mean, she came into this being one of the main vocal points for the Calhoun Colts team, and she's just been distributing the ball well, she's been shooting the ball well, and she's just been really...
Felsberg really just been making it rain the entire game, shooting with absolute confidence, no fear in the world, and she's making them fall today, and is a large reason why Mepham's in this game.
Yeah, she's making big pull-up jumpers left and right, and she's been one of the big reasons why this Mepham Pirates team is just scoring at will, and not really having to pass it down low, and they're taking advantage of the mid-range game and the wing game. Brianna Fryer has just been red hot from 3, and Ashley Felsberg, her mid-range game has been unbelievable today. I mean, she's hitting pull-up jump shots left and right, and her and Brianna Fryer together have majority of the Mepham Pirates points right now.
Absolutely. Like, we had a lower third up for about 5 minutes throughout the game that Fryer and Fels had combined for 100%, all of Mepham's points, until of course Markella Mutafis had to score and we had to take that lower third down. But that's just perfect timing. It's the commentator's curse. Fryer's been doing a great job inside and out. He's been a great job as a post scorer and shooting. Like I said, from the perimeter, really from the corner, and even from the wing as well. Fryer's been doing an excellent job, and Coach Mulvey really says a lot of the girls on her team really need to work on shooting, except for Brianna Fryer. He said that Fryer needs to take a step back on shooting and really work on other aspects of her game. But today, I think Mulvey's pretty happy that Fryer is just that good and just works on shooting that much.
Yeah, Coach Mulvey should be thrilled right now of how his
Absolutely.
3-and-D players are really showing out today. I mean, defensively, they've been excellent down low, limiting the tall women from the Calhoun Colts roster. But same goes for Calhoun. I mean, Markella and Michaela have been very quiet today.
Absolutely, but Michaela actually has been affecting the game in other ways. She's got 2 assists, and she's got 6 boards, maybe even more at this point, throughout the entire game. She might end up having a double-double on assists and rebounds. Of course, assists might be a little bit of a long shot, but it would be the most Michaela Dobby thing ever to have a double-double of assists and rebounds and not points.
Of course, and I mean that's just what makes a good basketball player, though. Having to help distribute in many other ways other than scoring. Because scoring is not the biggest part of basketball. Even in today's professional basketball league, the NBA, I mean, scoring is not everything in the league. It's always rebounding, assists, defense, and it just goes to show that you can be great on one side of the ball, but you don't need to be great on the other side of the ball.
And as they always say, offense wins games, but defense wins championships, and where championships won, obviously in the playoffs. This game is about as close as you can get to a playoff game for both of these two teams. I mean, playoff environment, you're playing your district rival, and this is a huge game for standings and everything else. The stakes are as high as the playoff game, and I mean, and the defense for both these teams are stepping up. I mean, you're seeing blocks. I mean, you're seeing both teams hustling for loose balls. I mean, the hard foul on Felsberg, I mean, we were watching that together. I mean, you thought that's just good basketball being played. I mean, obviously Felsberg was fouled pretty hard, but that's just both players going for the ball at the same time, and it's just kind of what happens.
Physicality and hard defensive basketball is where basketball is best, in my opinion, and I think that's when really the energy is high in the gym, and people want to talk more. People want to dive more. They want to just, I mean, even dive into chairs or whatever it may be. I mean, they want to give it their all. A great defensive battle is where basketball is at its best.
Absolutely. This is the kind of game that gets the girls really fired up. I mean, you saw after that exact foul on Felsberg, I mean, you saw Michaela coming to defend her teammate. I said in the studio, I mean, I'm like, things could get chippy, and thankfully it didn't. And I mean, that's just a testament of course, the sportsmanship of these two teams. Like we've been saying the entirety of the pregame show, that's just a testament to the sportsmanship of these teams. I mean, they're playing a very hard, fast-paced, physical game of basketball, and yet the sportsmanship is still at that high standard this district strives to achieve.
Yeah, the balls from three-point range have been fine, and the balls from mid-range have been fine, but again, not really too much in the post. And that even goes for both teams, though. For example, Calhoun, we kept talking about this in the whole pregame, has a 5'9" 8th grader. And they're not doing much in the post today. And, I mean, it just goes to show that defensively for both Mepham and Calhoun, the power forward and center positions have been excelling, bench-wise, starting-wise, whatever it may be, and they're really taking advantage of their 2 and 3s.
Absolutely. Both these teams, I feel like both these teams, Lucari, Felsberg, and even Fryer can be considered combo guards. I mean, Felsberg is the epitome of a combo guard. I mean, Felsberg can pass, and as you can see, she absolutely can shoot the lights out as both these two teams have these combo guards really stepping up for these teams. And I really think Lucari, we were talking to Coach Calhoun before the game, and he really said that Lucari was going to be on Michaela throughout the entire game. I wouldn't be shocked if you see 13 on 3 the entire game.
I mean, Mia Lucari on Michaela W defensively has worked in their favor, so I don't know why, I don't think they need to change that at the moment right now.
And Felsberg's red hot, though.
I mean, and that's where the zone defense comes into play, where maybe you get off the man-to-man, you go zone, maybe you run a 2-3 on top and limit Ashley's three-point range, because as you can see, every time she's attempted a three-pointer today, it's been when she's been guarded one-on-one, and that person has been beat off the dribble. So maybe today we can see how a zone defense could be adapted into the second half.
That's something I feel really could be. Like, you're really playing with fire. If you're going to put Lucari on Felsberg or even on Fryer to try to at least match up with the height, I mean, you really are playing with fire, because you can never let Michaela Dobby get hot. Absolutely, you can never.
You can never.
You're playing with fire, and Michaela Dobby will burn you if you let her get loose. So at this point, really, Michaela Dobby could very easily get hot in the second half, and you could see the second half turn into really a post battle.
I mean, it definitely could be, or teams are just going to keep letting it fly. I mean, yes, sometimes teams go on an efficient run and they can really just hit 5 3-pointers out of nowhere and you can be like, wow. Or teams give us 5 3-pointers in a row and you can be like, okay, something needs to change. But both teams are shooting well today, so, I mean, I don't think they need to really change up that shooting aspect, but I do think they could get some pick and roll a little bit involved. And if you're going to utilize someone like Michaela Dobby, use her in that pick and roll, or even have her roll out to the corner for a nice 3-point shot, or run a little baseline play, something like that. And I believe Jake Mano's got an interview set up with Coach Catapano from Calhoun. Take it away, Jake.
Thanks, Judge.
And into the third quarter we go here. Final team chats, and we're ready to go. Well, Ryan Marr, what did you think of that first half?
I think it was really good, coming out. Calhoun took a little bit longer to come out of the locker room, per se. But I think they had a little bit more of a talking with the coach and what to do and things that we needed to do better, and that's good. That's what they needed instead of warming up a little bit more. So as this is not a major league here, they gotta step up and take over, because one of these teams has to have a comfortable lead going into this fourth quarter.
Very close game, as you said. All right, well, we're starting off. Felsberg against Lucari. A little bit of a, so we're going to start it here. Dobby. And there's a foul already. Well, that's going to be on
a little stunned.
Calhoun's number 4 right there.
Sophia Beck inbounds this one.
Here's Beck looking for Fryer, and that's probably a team play that they do every practice. Back to Beck, and Beck gets her first points of the game. In the paint, she goes there. Lucari. Coin. Trips over. No foul. And here's Dobby. Dobby crosses over, looks to Fryer. That's a free three, and she gets it. Well, a little bit of a preview of maybe the Mepham star of the game here. Fryer.
BMB player of the game.
Yeah. Fryer just did way too well there. Deputy.
In a minute, hopefully we can get a stat update on her.
Here we go. Deputy looking over. Steal from Dobby. Steal from Lakari. That's the kind of game it is. It's really close. There you go. Calhoun gets their points. And here we are. Beck. Dobby. Back to Beck. Looking over Felsberg for three. Can't get it. And
that's Markella Mutafis there. Trying right there. Just a little short.
Deputy. Lakari to Coin. Coin looking over. And
hey, look,
Lakari can't get it.
We just got our stat update on Brianna Fryer. It's a total of 17 points and 1 rebound. That's insane.
Here's Dobby. Finds Mustafis. Mustafis going for three, can't get it. Here we go. Casamano finds Deputy. Deputy with a layup. Whoa, look at that. Great shot, and it's a score for Calhoun, 32-30. Fryer. She's looking for a layup. She can't get it. Deputy, she just tried to get a rebound there. She couldn't get it. Goes out of play.
Here's a replay. Deputy going up.
Brianna Deputy, what a play that was.
Just fell right in there.
Just a great layup. Felsberg looks over. Fryer trying to get to 20. She can't.
Get to 20. Make that big
Here we
number
go.
a 2.
Looks over, finds Lakari. Lakari for three, can't get it. Felsberg, what a rebound. Looks over, maybe finds Fryer, she will. Fryer with the layup, Fryer with the points. That's 19.
19, everybody, 19 points.
Here
Let's
we
play
go.
a game of how many points can Fryer get? How many points? What do you think?
I'm going to go maybe 24, 25 right now, around somewhere in that range. I say she gets a few more. Deputy looks over to Coin. Dobby steals it. Here comes Dobby. In the paint, and it is a foul coming from Casamano.
Like a push there. I think it should be a...
And Grace Gulovec comes in.
She was going up. I think it should be throws there, but refs don't think so. So it's a push. But yeah, but for numbers' sake, I'm going to say 26. So if it's anything above that, I win.
Felsberg. Looks over. Here we go. LaCarla. Over to number 4 of Casamano. She can't get it. Here's Felsberg. Trying to find Fryer. She can't. Spin move. Layup.
Bam.
Close.
That she drew the foul. She gets those 2 shots. As we have a replay upcoming, but here we are. Look at this spin move. What an insane move. Goes up, draws the foul, and that is exactly what a coach wants, like we said a million times during this game.
Perfect play from Felsberg. And here comes Lewis.
Not many people know, but we have a lot of BMB people on the court also. From Ashley Felsberg to Michaela Dobby. I like to call her the Dobster. She's a monster out there, man. Let me just say, she is a defensive and offensive animal.
Here comes Coin. Coin looks over. Oh, man. Those are some great, great handles, as we saw from Casamano. Carlin looks over to Coin. Here's Lewis. And there's a foul. No foul. And that's Mepham's ball. Sorry, my bad there. Well, ears back, looking for Felsberg. She finds her. Now to Fryer across the court. Fryer looks over. Almost a Calhoun steal. It will be close, but it ends up to Lakari's hands. Lakari can't get it. Lakari has it again, though. She's not giving up. Casamano, layup, can't get it. Fryer has it. Dobby. And Mulvey says to relax. Dobby to Fryer. Fryer to Beck. Beck looking over. Finds Skulovic. And it is out of play. It will be Mepham's ball. Here comes Beck.
Shout out to Calhoun coach for giving us our sheet back as it flew away.
Yeah, it just flew away, and he actually got it from me. Thank you so much. Here we go. Felsberg looking over. Tries to find a shot in the paint. Can't. It's a great block coming from Mia Kari.
And she increases her total.
And there you go. Offense, defense, she can do everything. Mia Lakari is having a day. Wow. There you go. So then she gets a block, comes down. I hope we can get a replay of that. But if we can't, Mia Lakari gets a block, goes down the court, and then gets a layup.
Here's a replay.
Here we go. Yep. Perfect. Yep. And she's been doing that all game in the paint.
But anyway, we're at a total of 19 points for Brianna Fryer. You think 24, 25. I went 26, so if it's anything above, I win. She's at a total, but Mia Lakari leading Mepham, I'm pretty sure, at a total of 13 points and 5 rebounds.
You mean Calhoun there.
Calhoun.
13 points and 5 rebounds for her. She's doing unreal. Yeah. And it's like her position's everywhere. Because literally she's on defense, and she's on offense. I mean, she's realistically just done so well for Calhoun today. At one point, she had more than half of Calhoun's points, by the way. Something to look at. Anyways, Dobby looks over to Felsberg as we restarted. Felsberg gets past. It's going to be an offense. Oh, no, it's actually just out of bounds. And it looked like Felsberg just stepped out of bounds with their left leg, as it looked like. Anyways, here's Coin. Looks over, finds me a Lakari. Lakari, back to Coin. Looks over. Casamano has a 2 in the paint. And Beck, Fryer, Dobby. Back over to Beck. Looking to Felsberg as she gets to her. Dobby looks over to Skulovic. Skulovic finds Fryer. Beck now back to Fryer. Fryer's going to go for it. More points in the paint as we see. 34-34, no, 36-34 now.
This is a game at Mepham right now. Mepham leading 36-34 over Calhoun.
Mia Lakari.
And there, I just jinxed it. Now it's 37-36 Calhoun.
Here's Felsberg looking forward. She's looking for someone. And just settling down this Mepham team. Skulovic looks over. She goes for a layup. Oh, just unfortunate. Skulovic could not get the points. Coin. Lakari. Lakari goes for another 3. She's up to 16 points. She was looking for 19. Can't get it. Dobby.
Kayla Dobby running in.
Skulovic. Brianna Fryer, there you go. More points than she gets. She gets more points. And by the way, Fryer is up to, I want to say 22? 25.
25
25 into.
So if she scores 2 more, I win.
Nah, she's going to.
All she got to score is 1 more. She only got to score 1 more. And as we have a replay here.
Realistically, she wins
Brianna
right
Fryer.
now. That's who really wins.
Yeah, that's who.
Her.
I like that. I like that. I like that. You know who wins?
Because
the Mepham team. The Mepham team wins.
All I'm going to say is if you're in
scores
3
27.
quarters of a basketball game with a minute and 47 left in the 3rd quarter, and we have a whole 4th quarter, and she has 25 points, I think she might score another 10. So
yeah,
this is going to be over a 30-point game.
Yeah, but as we have a second of downtime, we're going to promote a little bit of BMB stuff upcoming. Tomorrow you can tune in for the robotics tournament held at Kennedy, but will be filmed on the BMB YouTube channel. Pretty much all day starts pretty early, so wake up, get some breakfast, and tune in. It's going to be a long one, folks.
It is. I'll be there.
I will too. You can see some of your favorite BMB stars throughout it too, from interviews to talk shows to everything in between. Tune into the robotics tournament tomorrow.
Here we go here. We're going to restart from Brianna Deputy, and she gives it to Coin.
Coin's been another popular name throughout this game.
She has. Casamano, Deputy. She can't exactly get that, but it is back to Lucari. And can she get it too? She can't. Goes out of bounds. It will be Pirates ball. And the Calhoun coaches look a little confused there. Thought it was Calhoun ball. Almost. Dobby looks over to Beck. Finds Felsberg. Here's Felsberg going to Dobby. Can't get it. Oh, and that's unfortunate. Well, I think Lewis almost had it, and one of her teammates smacked it out of her hands by accident. Mar, it's unfortunate when teammates run into each other. Here we go.
It is, but even
Here's
in
Beck.
simple terms, that's a little bit of miscommunication, and that gives them a little bit of a nudge and a feeling to let them know to be better at communication and to improve on that.
Without a doubt. Here we
In
go.
Every sport, that is a huge factor. Every sport.
Great defense from Calhoun. That comes through, and there you go, Casamano. That should be a 3, but it could be a 2. It will be a 3. Almost looked like she stepped in the paint, but perfect play from Casamano. Skulovic looks over. She's trying to find a layup. Oh, and you can just see the Mepham fans there going, oh, because she almost had a 3-point play she would have had with that free throw, by the way, or 4-point play. That could have happened. That would have been huge for Mepham's lead, but can't exactly happen. But Skulovic, I believe she's looking for her first point of the game. It's coming by a free throw. Perfect.
And it's tie game here, folks. All it takes is one foul and the game changes. And if she makes the second free throw, Mepham will be on top. You know, the second half, Calhoun's got 3 fouls, Mepham's got 0. And once again, fouls are a big part of this game. And sometimes it comes down to who has more fouls. And 3 is a lot. But as you can see on the side here, Castellano, she's huge. She's got 11 points. 11 points.
Perfect play from Felsberg to get out of her court. And it was a foul, I believe, by Lucari. A foul actually coming from Coin, I believe they said. Wow. 14 for Calhoun. Skulovic looks back to Beck. Beck finds Felsberg. And they're running down the clock. Well, Mepham just trying to run down the clock. And trying to find that they want to go up at the end of the third. Skulovic looks over, finds Dobby, spin, shot. There you go, right on the clock. Perfect.
We got a replay incoming here. Beautiful pass by Grace Skulovic to Michaela Dobby, and that puts up 2 points for Michaela Dobby. Like we said, she is an absolute monster. She scores so many points, and that's all I have to say for Michaela Dobby.
Yeah, Michaela Dalby has really been able to be a backbone of this team, especially in this game. We see Fryer, who's at 25 points in one game, Tyler. She's been, we had to start that momentum in the first quarter where they were down 11, but Ashley Felsberg started up on that momentum, and Fryer has really built on that the entire game.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, she has had a phenomenal game. We knew coming in that she was one of the best three-point shooters, if not the best, for this Mepham Pirates. And, man, if she made Calhoun pay. She has been all over the three-point line, and Calhoun has had absolutely no answer for her whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree. Fryer's really been able to connect with all those shots, and not only is she's not being really a bull hog. She's not taking every shot for herself, putting them up, but Mepham's really been able to work together, and Fryer has been, just like Michaela Dobby's backbone, she's been a backbone of this team, especially in this game.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've been to a fair share of girls varsity basketball games so far this season, and something that really fascinates me about this team is their emphasis on ball movement. They love passing the ball around. They like, mixing it up, whether it's a quick bounce pass to the paint and then sending it to the top to keep back to the corner. They do a good job of having the defense stay on their toes the entire time. And I mean, man, has Brianna made them pay the entire game? Like you said, having 25, almost 30 points this game. So it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments that these Calhoun Colts make.
Completely. And Mepham is up only 3 points right now, 43-40. So we're going to see how Calhoun, this really fast-paced team, puts that together here. So we're going to see Coyne taking it up. Coyne back at top, out to Deputy, and Deputy's going to take that shot, and that's going to be no good. Felsberg really hustling for that ball here.
Yeah, I believe they're going to say that Ashley stepped out. A crucial mistake. You can't make that. You're going on the fast break. You got an opportunity to capitalize on some points, but just not able to finish.
Definitely. We see the Kari pass it into Coyne. Out to Deputy. Back to Casamano, and now we see Coyne with the ball. Up to Deputy up top. Calhoun moving the ball, and that's going to be a shot by Coyne. That's going to be no good.
Just in and out there. It would have been a huge shot to tie up this game for Calhoun.
Dalby up with the ball. Felsberg at top.
Lakari playing very aggressive on
Felsberg
defense.
looking to go down into the corner right here, and that's going to be a steal for number 11, Lewis.
Timeout here for Calhoun, and yeah, I mean, we're seeing players like Lakari, who's one of the best players on this Calhoun team, playing very aggressive on Ashley. We know that Ashley, again, not obviously the biggest player, not the tallest player, but man, can she beat you with her speed? She's very good, when it comes to her dribble skills, and Lakari is doing a good job so far this game, limiting, many opportunities that Ashley has had.
For sure, she's definitely a threat, and we see Calhoun, like in this replay, Lakari is a threat to Mepham because she moves fast, just like Felsberg is really fast-paced and able to move that ball really up and down. Lakari is a threat because she does the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. She does such a good job. She's a two-way athlete in a sense. She's very good offensively. She's, she gets everyone involved. She makes everyone better on the court when she steps on. And then defensively, she just does a good job. She's aggressive. She makes sure that she doesn't let Ashley get into her zone. Again, we know how fast Ashley is. She's shown it multiple times throughout this game. And, she's done a good job, at least in the second half, of just playing aggressive, cutting off her angles, and a lot of the times making Ashley drive with her left hand because we don't know the majority of players in the world are righty. So she's done a good job of that.
Yeah. Felsberg's definitely been able to switch up her game. She's able to use that left hand, which throws off Calhoun, especially with their fast pace. Felsberg is able to move the ball around, but she's able, like we said, Fryer and her putting up points. She's able to take that ball and shoot, and she's not scared to push that Calhoun defense.
Great. Confidence is key, and if you don't play with confidence in basketball, it's going to hurt you and your team.
Completely. You see Coyne up at top. That's going to go out to Casamano. We see Coyne up top again, back to Deputy. Deputy's going to look to get into that paint, but not being able to. Lakari with the ball. Deputy back up into the middle, and that's going to be a Michaela Dobby's possession. Fryer taking it up here. Oh, down to the corner to Beck. Not able to connect with the basket, though. Felsberg takes that shot. Now we see 24 White. Michaela Dobby trying to get around. Bounce pass to Beck. Beck's going to put it out to Felsberg. That's going to be a foul. A travel on Mepham.
Yeah, the Pirates had a few decent look there. Obviously not able to capitalize, but you can tell that, a lot of times they tried hitting someone down low in the paint. They didn't realize that they had it. Gave Beck not a great situation. Only had 2 blue jerseys around her, and just simple mistakes like that you cannot afford here in the fourth quarter.
Coyne up at top.
Good, get there, back.
Out to Deputy. That's going to go down to Lewis, and she's going to put that one in.
Yeah, nice shot there. That's just textbook. One dribble, put your shoulder into the other player, and just, create a little separation between you and the defender.
For sure. Now we see Calhoun pressing, and Mepham having a hard time breaking that press. Lakari taking it up, looking for that layup, and that's going to be a foul on Beck.
She is so fast. We talked about, again, Ashley doing such a great job for Mepham. She's kind of that spark. That's what Lakari is for this Calhoun team. She's just so fast, so aggressive, and even though she's not able to finish, she's able to draw the foul and give her team 2 shots.
Exactly. Lakari is able to get down the court and draw that foul, especially in the fourth quarter. Usually see that there's a lot of fouls in the fourth quarter, and we see both teams really moving fast. That's going to be good for Lakari. That's going to put the Pirates and Colts tied here.
Yeah, I mean, Lakari so far, 16 points, 6 rebounds this game. She's just so effective for these Calhoun Colts team, and especially you see when you go into the fourth quarter, every shot matters. Every opportunity that you have to score in this close of a game, it's going to have even more of an emphasis than it did in the first quarter, the second quarter.
Oh, here we go, a steal from Lakari, and that's going to be no good. And like we said, this is a really fast-paced game that we thought we would see, and now that it's the fourth quarter, we're really seeing that.
Yeah, I've liked it. I mean, again, we talked about in pregame, you know, how this Calhoun team's going to play with speed. They're going to press a lot. And we saw the Pirates. It took them a minute to adjust to it. But I think that they've done a really good job making those adjustments and staying, you know, in the same pace with the Colts.
I agree, and the Colts are able to almost triple team. They're so fast and athletic that in that press, they're able to do that. And we see Burke taking that shot. Deputy taking up, pushing up to Lakari. Lakari's going to take that shot. And that's no good. Putting it up again, getting her own rebound, and that's going to be good.
Yeah, that's just pure hustle. I mean, you missed the first shot. A lot of players put their head down, run down the court. Not Lakari. She keeps her head up, grabs the rebound, is able to put it back in.
And Calhoun really pressing it, so we're going to see Burke take that shot. Oh, and that's no good. Right there.
Yeah, just an unlucky bounce around the rim.
Captain Casamano pushing it up here. Out to Coyne. See Calhoun slowing it down a little bit.
Yeah, Calhoun's doing a good job controlling the pace right now.
Trying to put a play together here. That's going to go to Deputy. Trying to get in the paint once again. And that's going to be a foul.
No, it was a travel.
No, travel.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's just something that, you know, again, Calhoun, I like what they're doing, trying to slow down, control the pace, and make sure that that shot clock, by the time you shoot it, should be at least 5 seconds to 0, you know, just trying to waste as much time as they can.
And this Calhoun press is just purely hustle. And Mepham's doing a pretty good job of breaking it right now, moving the ball fast.
Agree with you there.
Dalby putting it up, not being able to do so.
Yeah, Michaela has had a lot of looks so far as the ref calls a jump ball, but a lot of looks that haven't fallen for her that we've usually seen in the past. I mean, she's, again, one of the best players on this team, one of the best in the county, and, you know, a sort of off game for her when it comes to the scoring aspect, but she's doing a good job hustling, getting those rebounds, and playing good defense.
For sure. Now we see Beck with the ball going down. Oh, that's going to be right over to Lakari. Lakari racking up those steals right now.
Yeah, again, she's such a great two-way player.
That's going to go to Coyne. And that's going to be good for Calhoun. Calhoun up 48-43 right now.
Calhoun doing a good job controlling the paint and not letting the Pirates really do what they want defensively, making them make some changes.
We see 2 players really standing out right now. We see Fryer, who hasn't shot much this quarter, but we see Lakari, who's really been standing out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's kind of the difference. You always have, every team has that one player, no matter what sport it is, that one player that when they step on the ice, the court, you know, the field, whatever sport you're playing, they make the entire team better. You know, whether it's raises the mood of the team and overall just gets everyone involved. That's Lakari for this Colts team. I mean, she's so good. She has a great jump shot. She hustles all the time, no matter how tired she is, how many minutes she's playing that night. She just does a good job of hustling. As we see, you know, Michaela having the chance to go up with it, but a good job by this Colts team not allowing, you know, the put up. But again, you know, Lakari just such a good player, two-way, and that matters so much in the game of basketball, and it's showing right now in the fourth quarter.
It's very evident that she's able to, her energy is, it just spreads to her whole team no matter what. Her fast pace, but she's also able to help everybody slow it down. There's players like that on Mepham. We have Caminetti, who, you know, isn't in right now, but she lifts that morale. We see Felsberg, who her fast pace, it wears off to everybody. So there's players definitely like that, but Lakari is definitely stepping it up right now.
Couldn't agree with you more. And, you know, I'm also interested to see what changes these Pirates make. They've kind of been on a cold streak a little bit when it comes to the scoring. I want to say Calhoun's on something like a 10-3 run right now when it comes to scoring. They've done a really good job. So I'm very curious to see what adjustments Coach Mulvey made.
I agree. We see Mutafis up at the top. Felsberg taking it hard down, going to go up for the layup, and it's going to be no good. Fryer again for the shot, and that's going to be good.
Man, is she good at shooting. I like how Mulvey instantly changes the pace. Ashley drives down low, plays very aggressive. They get the rebound, kick her right out to Fryer for the 3.
We see Coyne at the top, moving the ball around, trying to find something open.
Garvey, watch the post.
Coyne trying to make a move here. Out to Casamano. Back to Deputy. Deputy cross court. No oh, Dobby's going to let that in. Lewis takes it down low and misses. With Dobby to Fryer, and Fryer's going to take that one in.
Yeah, we see a player down for Calhoun. It was an aggressive play between Michaela and Marisa Lewis, and it looks like she might have taken an elbow to the head off the rebound.
That's going to be hard because Dobby is taller than most girls.
Yeah,
And being at that when she rips through the ball, you know, she doesn't mean to elbow somebody in the face, but, you know, just like sports, basketball, so contact, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, again, both these teams in such, you know, the gravity that this game holds, and not only, you know, the standings, the entire season, and especially this close. I mean, a tie game in the 4th quarter. These teams, you're not really thinking about, you know, hey, oh my God, I maybe don't swing my elbows here. It's just such aggressive, and the tensions are high. So, you know, you got to make sure that hopefully she's okay. She's able to get up as she gets up on her own power, but.
It's just something you got to take in a contact sport. You're going to get hit. You're going to get elbows to the face, but somebody strong like Dobby, where she's tall and her elbow is just in your face, you know, sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, as we see, you know, Brianna Fryer, such a good job. 30 points. I think we can now give her the title, the female version of Steph Curry, at least when it comes to here in the in Mepham High School. She has just done such a good job in the heart and soul of this Mepham team so far. 30 points when your team has scored 48. That's impressive. Words don't even have to show. You don't even have to be a basketball fan to know that that's impressive.
Yeah, Fryer definitely stepped it up. Coach Mulvey and Coach H said that she is the best shooter on the team, and you know, coaches say, oh, this player's best, but Fryer definitely blew us out of the water and showed her that title belongs to her.
You gotta run. Spread, Dobby.
Coyne up at top. That's me, Lakari for the shot. No good. Dobby pushing it up. She's going to pass it to Beck. Beck looking to go down in the paint. She's going to take that one up for a layup, and Dobby's going to get that rebound and put it back up twice, and is going to finish.
There you go. Nice hustle play by Michaela. She misses the first 2 attempts, goes up, grabs the rebound, and puts the 3rd attempt in.
Coyne up at top. Lakari's going to take yet another shot, and that one's not going to connect.
Yeah, so we see here on the replay, just good hustle by Michaela. She puts it up, not able to get it to fall in, goes up for the 2nd attempt, and then textbook right off the backboard.
Exactly. Coyne's going to take it up. Let's see what Calhoun does here. They're going to slow it down a little bit, put a play together. Deputy down to Coyne in the corner, which we haven't seen all night. A little bit dicey there. Lakari going to take another shot, going to pass it down to Casamano. Casamano looking to go in, but that's a triple team on Mepham right there.
Yeah, nice job spinning into, you know, the 3 Mepham jerseys. Yeah, they're going to call it on Beck, but, you know, obviously that wasn't the goal to fall into 3 jerseys, but it ends up turning out very well for the Calhoun, being only down 2 at an inbound.
You see out to Deputy on the side. That's going to be a little bit of a mess up on the table over here.
Yeah, they're checking for 5 fouls, I believe, on Beck.
I mean, we only see 2 team fouls on Mepham right here, and it's the 4th quarter, and we're known to see this fast-paced game, especially against crosstown rivals. I would have thought personally that there would have been a lot more team fouls in this 4th quarter here.
Yeah, I agree with you. Tensions are high. Both teams are playing with a lot of speed, a lot of aggression. Yeah. So normally in these close, tight games with such meaning to the rest of the season, yeah, no, you do tend to see, you know, more fouls late. But I mean, that just shows how strong, you know, how talented these teams are. Staying disciplined is something that's so important in every sport that you play, and both Colts and Mepham have done a good job displaying that.
Exactly, and I think both these teams are really hustling. Calhoun is a really athletic, shifty team, able to make those shots, and we also see Mepham, who's able to get that fast pace to his Felsberg, moving fast, Dobby with that basketball IQ. So I'm excited to see where this game goes with 2 minutes left. 50-48, Mepham only up by a shot.
We're in for a good finish, folks. Get your popcorn.
Deputy up into the corner, passing it up to Casamano. Deputy for the shot. That's going to be no good. Hustling for that rebound. Felsberg's going to take it and push it up here. Looking for that cross pass. Oh, that's not going to make it. Casamano takes it to Lucari.
Stay there, Skull.
Casamano's going to take it down to the middle.
Travel.
That's going to be it.
Yeah, I
Is
believe.
that a foul?
Yeah, I think they missed the there was a possible travel there, but instead they're going to call a foul, and it's going to be an inbound for the Colts.
That's tough with 1:45 to go. Get over
It's
it.
going to be a foul on Felsberg, but still Mepham only has 3 fouls. They really got to make sure they don't give 5, so Calhoun gets that those extra shots.
Yeah, they don't want to give Calhoun a chance at the bonus and give him some one-on-ones to shoot.
And that's going to be Calhoun ball.
Yeah, it was definitely a close play. I think something that you can go either way. Might even need the replay to see, who touched that ball last, but it ends up going in Calhoun's favor.
We see a timeout from these teams. And Tyler, if you were Calhoun's coach, what would you say right now? Would you be saying to your girls?
Yeah, honestly, it's controlled chaos in a sense.
Yes.
Make sure you're playing with speed, playing with aggression, but they've done a good job staying disciplined. They haven't had many fouls. They've played with a lot of speed, but the Pirates have just been just that much better, just a teeny bit better. And so you have 1:38. Make sure that you stay controlled, yet still stay aggressive. Take the shots that you can take, and don't even play like it's a close game. Play just keep the same way, keep the same consistency of just shooting the ball, nice ball movement, and just staying consistent.
I would agree. I like that you said with the consistency, but I think that I would tell my girls to keep the pressure up and play fast, but don't play panicked. Because the second that you play panicked, that's when everything is not so controlled chaos, and it's just chaos.
Yeah, it's like a Jenga game out there sometimes. Again, controlled chaos is so important, but as soon as you start to get out of your game a little bit, you start to not focus, maybe make that one pass that you normally wouldn't make in practice when you're doing these plays, and just making sure that you stay contained, stay controlled, and hopefully, we're going to see what these Calhoun teams got brewing.
And you got to take risks. You have to take
calculated risks, yes.
Calculated risks, exactly. Like Fryer, she's going to take those shots because she's been on fire. But you're not going to see Mutafas taking countless threes over and over now.
Perfectly
You know
said,
what I mean?
yes.
Push.
Yeah, as we see, Sophia Beck, that's the problem that they had earlier. She ended up fouling out, having 5 fouls.
Yep.
Get there.
You see Deputy in the corner, cross to Lucari. Going to look to Calamatis in the middle. Darby's going to get that rebound, pushing up
defense.
strong.
Yeah, good defense, hands up, just keeping it textbook and being able to get the rebound right after.
Darby working hard with her handles right here. Fryer's going to take that shot. That's going to be no good. Lucari pushing up heavy.
Travel.
That's going to be a foul.
Yeah, they're calling a foul. I believe that's going to be 2 shots. Yeah, it's going to be 2 shots.
That's 4 fouls from Mepham right here with 1 minute and 12 seconds left here.
Yeah, these are such crucial free throws here for Calhoun.
That's what I said earlier, Tyler. I said that Mepham has to be careful with those fouls because these are the shots. These are the shots that matter. Deputy's going to sink that one in first. Now it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, just off 1 foul that you made, you give Calhoun too many opportunities. Eventually, they will be able to hit these shots.
Exactly.
Called free throws for a reason.
And that's going to be no good.
Crucial miss here. It's going to be interesting to see what type of press the Calhoun Colts throw at Mepham.
Dobby's pushing up. Definitely have to be a calculated game right now. How many more possessions are left?
Yeah, definitely something you take into account.
Felsberg looking to Dobby up in the middle right here.
Not too much in.
Dobby working hard. That's going to be a timeout by Coach Mulvey here.
Yeah, I like that timeout. Again, you're only up 1 with 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Just calm it down. You have the ball. You know the situation, that you have 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Just draw up a play. I mean, a 3 here, I obviously don't want to say ends the game, but a 3 would be huge. Even just any points in general would give your team a good opportunity, a good idea of what Calhoun's going to have to do.
Yes, like you said, Taylor, a 3 is going to end the game, but that can go both ways. We see Fryer, who's on fire. She has 30 points. And Felsberg, who's been shooting well as well, but we also see Lucari on the other side, who's been shooting well. And that 3-point can end the game. That could be a buzzer beater. That can be for both teams. So,
yeah, I agree with you there. It's just making sure that you stay controlled if you're Coach Mulvey. You have to stress that, to the people in the to the teammates and the players that you have in the huddle. Just stay controlled, stay smart. Don't make any dumb decisions, because one bad decision could cost you this entire game. And, especially now in the 4th quarter, mistakes tend to stand out just a little bit more than they would in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter.
Completely. And I'm going to keep saying it because there's 50 seconds left, and Mepham has 4 fouls. free throws are free throws. They're called free throws, like you said, for a reason. So Mepham has to be really careful. This is a physical, it's a fast-paced game, but these girls have to make sure to take calculated risks.
Yeah, I mean, perfectly said. Every free throw matters, every point matters, every shot matters, every dribble matters in a sense. So it's going to be interesting to see what changes both these teams make with 50 seconds left.
We're going to see Fryer passing to Mutafis right here out to Felsberg, moving the ball around. Going to look for Grace at the bottom. Ooh. Dobby's going to get that rebound. It's going to be a shot by Felsberg, and that's no good.
Big rebound there for Calhoun.
Cassimatis getting that rebound.
Yeah, that's a huge rebound for Calhoun. Ashley Felsberg had a chance to kind of put the dagger in this, in this game, not able to capitalize. So we see Calhoun calls a timeout.
Another timeout. It's smart. 35 seconds left. You want to wait, eat up as much of the time as you can. Stop the momentum. If you see one team is getting momentum, you want to call a timeout right then and get your momentum back on your side.
Yeah, I also like the position that Mepham, is in here. You see Calhoun will have the ball after this timeout, but you have 35 seconds left. Shot clock's only 30, so this Calhoun Colts team can waste as much time as they can. Mepham will still have 5 seconds to respond, whether on a make or miss, so that's going to be huge for the Pirates, also considering they do have an extra timeout.
I'm curious to see how Calhoun plays this, because both teams are playing so fast-paced. Are they going to wait and play that full shot clock and only give Mepham not even a full, possession? Or are they just going to let the girls play and push it back and forth and see who makes the first shot?
Yeah, I think it's more of just going to see whoever has the open opportunity. I don't know how much they're going to stress. Hey, maybe we should hang on to the ball a little bit longer, or, let's try to delay this possession as much as we can. I think they're just going to hope for the best opportunity that pops up and just hope that one of your players are able to sink it and make it. As we see Michaela just so dominant this game, 6 points, 18 rebounds. Again, a very disappointing offensive game when it comes to the points, but those 18 rebounds stand out. That's one of the highest that I see. It's always a great game to have 18 rebounds.
Rebounds are going to be important here. People are going to be taking shots, and you don't always take great shots, but it's those rebounds, those tall Michaela Dobby players that can get those rebounds, put it back up, and that's a game winner. We see Coyne taking it out. Cassimatis.
Now the Pirates are not obviously sitting pretty, but feeling just a little bit more comfortable than they would have been beforehand.
Yep. And now we see 19 seconds left. Coach Mulvey calling yet another timeout. And I think that's smart. There's only 19 seconds. That's not even a full shot clock. So I think that it's really smart of him to pull a timeout right now, get a play, give the ball to somebody who, is reliable. And there's plenty of players like that.
Yeah, we see on the replay a great turnover, a great job by Ashley Felsberg, just anticipating the pass, stepping in front of it, and being able to get it. And yeah, like you said, Coach Mulvey had a timeout left. No better time to burn it than with 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So just make sure that your team knows what you want to do. Know, what if you have a certain play that you want to draw up, make sure that, just give them maybe even a chance to rest and get a breath, maybe a drink of water. So yeah, definitely a good timeout call by Coach Mulvey.
Who do we think that the ball is going to go to? If you're Coach Mulvey, who are you going to give the ball to? Are you going to give it to Dobby, who's tall and can put it up pretty easily? Or are you going to give it to Fryer, who's been on fire? Are you going to give it to Felsberg, who can make it connect? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely a lot of great options. I would say one of either Felsberg or Michaela, just because, again, Michaela is so strong, so tall, so it's not easy task to get the ball from her. And then also Felsberg, just such a good job dribbling that ball. Even though she's not the tallest, she's extremely fast and one of the harder people to get the ball from on this team. So it's going to be interesting to see what play these Pirates have drawn up.
I'm very excited to see how these last 20 seconds go. And Dobby's going to inbound the ball.
Go get it.
Go to Felsberg. Felsberg's going to spread out, and that's going to be a pretty
foul
Lakari,
I believe. Yep. Yeah, I like that play. Very aggressive. You don't always tend to see the half-court pass there, but Michaela just a nice job right on the money. Ashley, it's kind of like a football route in a sense, a post route. So a good catch by Ashley.
We see Dobby taking it out yet again. 1 point game, 15 seconds left. Dobby get the ball back.
Yeah, an interesting approach there. I think she tried throwing the ball off the Calhoun player, trying to hope that the ball would either bounce to or out of bounds, and she was lucky enough that worked out as planned.
Dobby's going to take it out again, and that's going to be a foul by Lakari.
You're seeing now Calhoun not where they want to be after that turnover caused by Ashley, and the Pirates trying to run some sort of stack play. It's going to involve some type of pick or just try to get someone open with some space.
11 seconds left, and we see Calhoun taking out the ball.
They have a play drawn up. That's huge. I think that possibly stepped out of bounds, or they call a timeout. They're going to call a technical foul, yeah. So what could have been a great play there for Calhoun ends up going south.
Yep. So we got 9 seconds left. Mepham up by 1 point. So
Yeah,
anything could end the game right now. A three, a layup, a putback, anything.
Yeah, anything. You know, again, mistakes now with 10 seconds left are just, it holds such, so they're so much more important. Every single play matters, every dribble matters. So it's going to be interesting to see what play these Pirates have drawn up to try to secure this win.
9 seconds left, and there's a little bit of confusion on the court right now.
So we're going to see, it's going to be interesting to see what shooter the Pirates put on the line. It's going to be Michaela. So I like the approach as well, not putting many Pirate players on the line. Make sure that you have more defense back so Calhoun doesn't have that opportunity to have that half-court pass.
Yep, and like we said, in the fourth quarter, free throws count the most. And it's a lot of pressure on an athlete knowing you're up by 1, 9 seconds left, you're on the line. Your shots could really stop, you know, from a win and a loss.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important. Again, this is what every player dreams of when they, you know, players that have passion in sports, a chance to, whether it's win a game, ice a game, whatever it is. So these free throws are very important. I can't even imagine what's going on in Michaela's head.
She sinks that first one.
Ice in her veins. Just a great shot and, you know, just making this job even harder for Calhoun.
There we go. Michaela Dalway is able to connect those two and now put them up 52-49. That's not an easy thing as an athlete. That takes growth. And sometimes you have to be in that situation more than once you fail. But she was able to
a lot of mental
succeed on that.
toughness, yes. So they're going to call a foul. And now a chance here to put a dagger in this game. One free throw will basically do it.
We're going to see Michaela Dalby back at the line.
Yeah, I mean, one of your best shooters that you have on this team, especially at the line. And we saw her sink 2 free throws earlier. That was so important to this game. A chance here to end it.
Michaela Dalby misses that first one.
Huge shot coming up here.
She got 8 points, 18 rebounds, and let's see what she does here. She's going to miss that one. 7 seconds left. Calhoun's going to take a shot. Are they going to set up to take a good shot?
Wow.
Casamano tries to take that
I believe
one.
there's going to be time on the clock. I think the ball went out of bounds before the buzzer. But we see these Pirates players celebrating. The refs are having a discussion, though. Also, we saw almost a game-tying shot hit the back of the rim and bouncing out.
If there's time left, it's going to be second, maybe a second.
I think we're going to have 0.4 of a second. Yep, that's exactly so. This game not over yet. Yeah, so Coach Mulvey we see both coaches trying to clarify with the ref the situation, but Pirates not quite out of the water yet.
0.4 of a second left.
Need a
When they
three-pointer.
catch and shoot, Mepham cannot foul here.
Not even the shot off in time, and just like that, the Pirates get out of this game, a close one, victorious.
And we're going to say Brianna Fryer, player of the game, 22 points, 2 rebounds. And we're going to see Jake Mano over on the sideline. And Tyler, what are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, Pirates just did a great job adjusting. We saw that this Calhoun team was dominating up 11-0 at one point in the start of this game. And, man, did Coach Mulvey get this team prepped up after that timeout? He took that timeout when they were down 11-0. And ever since, it's been a back and forth. So many lead changes throughout this game. But the Pirates get the last laugh for this crosstown district rival game. And, yeah, just amazing. We saw many players from both sides contribute.
That was a great, fast-paced game. Calhoun was it was neck and neck the entire game. and Brianna Fryer really pulled Mepham up, got that momentum going, and now we're going to see Jake Mano is going to take a look and talk to Brianna Fryer.
Yeah, but again, such a great job.
Going back in the huddle, but that was us for the BMB Game of the Week.
Yeah, again, such a great game that I thank you, Lily. Great job calling this game with me. And again, just a great job by these Pirates, a great response, and that answers a lot of questions considering we're in the hardest part of the season, starting to think about playoffs a little bit. So yeah, just such an important win by the Pirates.
That's it for us, and now we're going to throw it over to Jake Mano with Brianna Fryer.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with BMB's player of the game, Brianna Fryer. So congratulations. And just how does it feel?
It feels really good. I'm really glad we got the win.
Now, how does it feel that you were trusted by your coaches and teammates with a huge part in this offense?
I'm really glad that they trusted me with this. It's a really big honor.
Now, one thing I've noticed about this team is they play with so much love for the game. What's your favorite part about being a Mepham Pirate?
Well, basketball, obviously. I love the teamwork that we have. We always high-five each other when there's a foul. When we won, we come in. It's just the teamwork.
Now, your team played absolutely great, but what's one thing you did specifically that you are really proud of yourself and you think you did well?
Probably when there's fast breaks and I was getting the layups. Those were really key in getting us back.
All right, thank you so much. Great game tonight, and congratulations on being B&B's player of the game.
Thank you.
All right, that's all from me. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Jake. And
All right, thank
Brianna, congrats. I don't know if you were Steph Curry or Brianna Fryer out there, but tonight you were Brianna Fryer, and that's pretty good. I mean, outstanding performance from this Pirates team.
Absolutely. This was a statement win. I told you before the game that this was the resurgence game for Mepham basketball. Last year Mepham was in Conference A2 and really dominating. They were a dominant force throughout the entirety of the season. And Michaela Dobby, of course, was a large reason why now Dobby and this team really take it to another level, and now they're in conference.
Valiant effort from the Calhoun Colts team as well. Defensively put on a show. They were locking up people like Michaela Dobby, Sophia Beck, getting them into foul trouble, getting them in tough rebounding situations. So on their part, it was fantastic.
Absolutely, Q, and I really think that this is just a real team effort. I like to call it the resurgence of Mepham basketball, as I was saying earlier. Last year they were really so dominant, beating up on Conference A2. They moved it up, taking a huge, huge challenge, and I really think they've risen to this challenge. And this is the game they really put the rest of the conference on the map.
They really did, and that's going to wrap it up for BMB Game of the Week, our in-district rivalry. The Mepham Pirates girls basketball team gets a very valiant, tough effort win over the Calhoun Colts, 52-49, and I mean,
It was an excellent showing from both teams. Now, don't forget to tune in tomorrow. We'll have coverage of the VRC Spin-Up Tournament, the robotics tournament hosted by Bellmore-JFK. It's a collaboration between us, Bellmore-JFK's Cougar TV, and Calhoun Media Club. And so be sure to tune in. So for Sean McQuill and Tyler Steinberg, Lily Epez, Ryan Marr, Fiddiga Corcoran-Doolin, Jake Mano, and the rest of our sports crew, I'm Matt Mano, and we'll see you tomorrow for robotics and on the next BMB Game of the Week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.